Hey everybody, welcome to this A2 English lesson practice video. You can use this video to practice your listening and comprehension at a speed. You ready? So today I'm going to talk about the seasons. Of course, there are four main seasons at the exist: spring, summer, fall, and winter. In English, the four seasons are called autumn. So you can hear some people say fall and other people say autumn. Let's talk about some of difference between the four seasons. Spring is universally known as the season that brings life. It is a time of years when the flower blooms and the trees filled with new leaves. In some regions, spring is really beautiful season, but in the other, spring isn't so exciting. For example, if you live in the northern regions of the US, spring is usually a really beautiful time of year. But if you live in other parts of the US, there isn't much difference between spring and other seasons. When I lived in Oregon, I saw a real spring for the first time. The tree turned green, pink, and purple, and the landscape looked different. But in the other city where I live, the style of spring season doesn't exist. Spring is also the season when the day get longer because most countries stay daylight saving time and at beginning of spring. This is my favorite thing about the season. Okay, now let's talk about summer. This is my favorite season because I love the sun and I love long days. Of course, in some places, summers can be uncomfortable because of the heat. In certain cities, the temperature in the season can be 40 or even 45 degrees Celsius. This is too hot even for me. I can handle hot weather, but if you hotter than 40 degrees, that's a little too much. Summer is usually kids' favorite season too because they have summer break or summer vacation. When I was young, everyone would get so excited in June because it was the last month of school. We would get about 2.5 months to break and it was great. Summer is also the season when many take family vacation and travel. In my option, summer is the best season of them all. Okay, now let's talk about fall or autumn. Fall is similar to spring in that some places don't really have their seasons. But if you go to regions that just have this reason, you see some amazing colors. For example, when I lived in Oregon, fall was this jet season. Around the end September, the leaves on the tree would change color and become red, orange, and yellow. I've never seen this before. I recommend that you take a trip to regions that is seasons. It's a good experience to see the colors. And of course, the leaves fall down from the tree everywhere on the ground. That means that when you work, there are always leaves running under your feet. But in most of the city where I live, there is no real fall season. Alright, lastly, let's talk about winter. For many people, this is the worst season because it's really cold. If I live in cold country, winter lasts for a really long time. This brings a lot of boredoms and hard work. In the city where I live, it's thought winter is mild. In southern California and Mexico, its temperature doesn't get very low and doesn't snow. So I've never experienced a true winter before. And okay with that. I think winter can also be beautiful if there snows. And there are plenty of fun winter activities that you can only do in the snow, like skiing and snowboarding. So winter can be either be miserable or great, depending on who you are and where you are. Okay, that's all for today. Leave a comment and tell me what your favorite season is. I will see you next